sons and daughters true, while the flag of freedom proudly waves above. Hail Kahuku, hail our alma mater, hail to our colors red and white. We'll cherish love and honor thee. Oh, hail Kahuku, hail. Oh, hail Kahuku, hail. Oh, Kahuku, hail. Oh, Kahuku, hail. We are the children of this regret nation. Souls forever open to her daughters and her sons. Community and harmony is what we all about. Hail Kahuku, never forget where you're from. Hail Kahuku, hail our alma mater. Hail to our colors red and white. We'll cherish love and honor thee. Oh, hail Kahuku, hail. Oh, hail Kahuku, hail. Hey, oh, Kahuku, ku'ukulaiwi. Kamay kamakandi o kekai. Iipoy hiimau e nā kama o ka aina. Velo maui ka lewalani e. E o Kahuku o mai ku'ukula. Ula ula ke o nani mau. E lei ke aloha, aho o hano hano. E o Kahuku, e. Oh, hail Kahuku, hail. E o Kahuku, hail. Oh, hail Kahuku, hail.
Hello, hello, hello. Thank you so much for all of you who turning in. I love that song, always and always. Anyway, just excited and happy to continue the second show of the Kahuku Connection Radio. You know, I was thinking of a name that I can include everybody. Of course, you saw the original name that I had, the In O Kahuku, which is the first line of our alma mater, and you know, it was nice just to see the audience with the football when I was the coach, and it just excited. I can't see the date too much on the bottom right, December 2nd, 2003, only because it's in red. I should put it in green. But anyway, this is Siwaki Kakala Levi, known as Coach Levi. I am so excited for this program. Just started last week in Okahuku. But you know, it's difficult to get that going. So everything else I'm doing, you know, Malau Connection, you know, Niwa Connection, all the things. And I like the name. And I think from here on in, it's easier to have the Kahuku Connection. This is a live stream radio. We're under the Vake Tali Folau. Oh, I'm sorry. We're under the Vake Tali Folau radio station, and you know, I'm trying to hook this time of the day of the week, which is Saturday. It's basically I'm 27 minutes late because this should be 27 minutes ago, and I wonder maybe the people that I've asked to come on the show may have already thought that the show won't go, so I'm sending it kind of late. to my people. I have a Tongan show and then I have the English speaking show. For malo atu Coach Tony Piu tau pau e pau. E ai pe taimi Tony teu senda te link ke hau ke ta ki po lave. E nā mea Folau lau mape tori mo tolu kau tonga goi lo Tony peta tu pola o fiu. Nei fu ke taimi na e tu wa Tony Piu tau ia i hok ta whaakta o matau he sideline he taimi ko e langa hake o kahuku. Aho ni hange ko lau ko wālau a kahuku ia e mea lahi he fia. And this is some of the audience of Kahuku. Let me just play you this audience. I'm just picking some different audience while I'm sharing my program. Ki he kaupalangi sai pe mo potogato pere fa palangi but I want to include my and this program is for my Kahuku people, this is one of the games of many games, the Red Sea to haube mate matonga e ki mui na asi lele mai pe me go ni me fo Pagi la profeta o not sure what year this is, but these are some of the proud moments of the Kahuku Riders, singing the alma mater with our cry. Samalat Gabuna. Taimenia na e kei tangane ai koe i Kahuku, e kei langa hake ko ia, pōkalama ko ia a Kahuku. Hange koe lau koutui, si oi woka Tony Piu tau ki aima kau tama koe tau. Maheni ke maunga i lorenga whaka Kahuku, mahino le re ia ke. Get it tight. So, koe ngai mea ia koe ku, o ku hoko koe i he, I foi mani koni o mautolu ko ni ani koni me Kahuku High School but I know I'm waiting for my people to come in. I need to have them get used to my Tongan people are already used to the show, and I'm trying to get my Kahuku connection. You do tano hopa te tau fa mo kau tai hati kei fai pe parade I how Kahuku took the state champion a week ago, man, and they still parading. They still enjoying their state champion. They are already used to it, and we all know what they do in Kahuku when they win the state champion, and they are just too busy celebrating it. I have a few people that I asked to come in. I'm just trying to build this program. It's hard because we in December, and people have so much things to do in December. I'm gonna share here. I'm gonna share here my phone number and my messenger so that people can call if they need to share anything with that has to do with Kahuku, and because this program I'm just on the second week of every Saturday here in America. I believe it's about 6:31 p.m. in Hawaii. If anybody is on here, please tell me if I'm right. It's 9:31 p.m. here in Utah. I know it's 8:31 p.m. in California, Pacific Standard Time. Tony Piu tau, it's about 10:32 right now at night. But this, I have so much show with Hapai and then with Pea, Hateo, Niua, Eua, and I'm thinking, you know what? A big part of my life belonged to Kahuku. In fact, that's 53 years of my life. Ega alan malafue, it's Kahuku. So I wanted to get a program so I'm stay connected with my people of the North Shore, Oahu, especially has to do with Kahuku. And with Kahuku Connection, the program can be anything about Kahuku that is connected. So, if anybody's listening, there's the phone number, 808-293-8244. You can call and share with me, how are you connected to Kahuku? You know anybody from Kahuku? Did you live in Kahuku for a while? Do you anything that you want to share about Kahuku and in the North Shore or even Hawaii? Most of the people in here are my people, are my Tongan people. And I am trying to share it. I'm gonna play you a song so I can share the program to. I'm trying to share to some of. I need to create a group that I can share them to. That from Kahuku, so that they can. If you are here, please. You can share it as well. If you share the program to any of the Kahuku members. You know what? I remember I have a page that says Coach Levi, and most of it is I have a lot of my Kahuku friends there. Oh, okay. Look like it's there, and maybe I can. See if I can share it right now to some people. Yeah, but anyway, but I am so behind in trying to create this for my people. I'm so happy for my Tongan friends who are already in here. Merikola malo au pito si kaumai kay alan malaf momotolu ko na umai. Okay, forget I have a big community, and they just didn't know it yet. They just haven't known this program yet. And I'm gonna play you guys this while I'm trying to share this. If kabade mosio magaki foi tala noa and tau koe na okay coach ai. This is a good story right here that was on ESPN, and it's about Kahuku football. And this was was filmed on my last year before I retire, after I won that state champion. This program is not about me, and it's not about what I'm about to show you, but it is trying to get anybody interested in Kahuku, especially the alumni, to call in or join me to talk about the history of Kahuku, the unique community of Kahuku, North Shore, Hawaii, Palataisi, But let me play you this video. Malosi Te'o is the one that is, this was filmed by ESPN. Okay, so let's listen to this.
Simply put, it is life. Some maintain that we are the Goliath of the game. But are we Goliath? Maybe not. But perhaps it's not the size of the dog in the fight, but the size of the fight in the dog.
Today is the Hawaii State Football Championship. In Kahuku, there's no question where priorities lie.
When we lose, time stops, man. It's not the same. Everybody has a different look on their face. No one's smiling. Everyone's sad. That's why we like to win. Everybody likes to win, but not as much as we do.
Biggest day of your life is about to happen, guys. We're ready to rumble. And be positive and jump around, because this night will never ever be the same. You guys understand? We live for this day. Ever since you were born to this community, this thing was on you. You worked so hard for this day. There's no tomorrow. Let's go, gentlemen! Let's go, let's go, let's go, baby!
The 2005 state final is underway.
It's going to be a long night for us, for these guys to play defense. Let's go. Down the play right. Dang! We are inches away from this, baby. Joey, you went the wrong way, man.
Being the favorite never matters. Kahuku trails 14-12 at the half. But Coach Levi knows there's plenty of football left to be played.
We cannot afford to do misassignment. We cannot afford to let our men go. Your future, everything that is rely on your season and everything you ever believe in is going to be in the next 24 minutes. Because, hey, we got these guys. Yeah, they think they have this game. You know, they think they have a chance. We're going to go back out there and shut them down. Okay?
After a scoreless third quarter, Punahou struck again early in the fourth.
Let's go. Let's suck it up. And don't do that again, okay?
I look back in the crowd and there's this old man. He had this Red Raider tattoo on his left chest and he had his shirt off, waving it, you know, jumping just as high as the kids around him. And, you know, I was just thinking to myself, this is not just for me. This is for the people here on the North Shore. Everyone had that same voice in their mind.
I trust you. I trust every one of y'all. It's just a matter of doing it, all right? Hey, let's go. We can do this.
Direction play
Malosi Teo took his own words to heart.
Out in the clear. Teo down the sideline. It's a foot race. Malosi Teo. He will score. Touchdown. Kahuku. And the Red Raiders are right back into this ballgame.
It's the underlying force of football. Momentum.
That was his best punt. Let's get a safety, and this game is over.
Third and 10 from the 2. Khan inside hand up. Carlson. He doesn't get out of the end zone.
Safety. 2 points. And the ball. On the ensuing drive, Kahuku widened their lead to 8.
Let's go, baby. Not over.
But Punahou would mount one last intrepid drive. One final play to decide the state championship.
Horse and goal from the 3. Play action. Khan rolling. End goal. Intercepted.
One day I'll go be a mile bit more here. This is 2005 state championship game.
A team and a community united by football. Indeed, pride means more when shared with many.
As we all got off the bus, we all felt like kings. Your heart swells with love and appreciation. You just never knew you were loved so much and appreciated so much by these people. We're the rose out of the thorns, this community over here. We're different from the way we eat to the way we dress to the way we love.
Some stories must be told. Legends that last a lifetime. Tales that are timeless. On the next episode of Timeless.
I'm very sorry that I have to show this video, but just decided I'm here late. I'm not connected with the people that I wish that they can be here to share with me this program. And I understand everybody's busy. Everybody's it's December, man, the month of December, and something is not moving right with my there it is. So that's good. Maybe these two, I'll just send it just in case. So basically, guys, this show, I created this Kahuku connection so that there's so many people connected to the Red Sea, to Kahuku Red Raiders, to Laie town, to Ha'ula, to Hawaii, Oahu North Shore, Sunset Beach, to Ka'ava, so my focus in that is that community, but it also have to do with Hawaii, Oahu, and Hawaii overall as Polynesian. I have many shows, but I speak in Tongan, and my poor friends, remember, I'm 63 years old right now. Then the first 10 years of my life was in Tonga. The rest of the 52 of them was in Hawaii. and I'm in the mainland right now, back and forth. So I'm basically losing connection with my Hawaii. I showed you my last state championship game, which was 2005. Every day since then, we have great. We won the state champion 11 times as of last week. State champion just started in the 2000, so you can see we win the most. But so we have so many in football. But I need to talk about the band. I was just so overwhelmed, busy. You know what? I am going to be in Hawaii this time next week. I think I'm going to go and talk to a few people face to face. I think on phone, but I think I'm going to talk to people. I just need a few people that I kind of selected so that we can talk about this. I have my math teacher back in 1974 when I entered Kahuku High School as a freshman. I went to elementary at Sunset Beach Christian's Elementary School. But then I entered Kahuku High School in the fall of 1974 as a freshman. And my math teacher, John Jacks, was there for pre-algebra. And he's still there today. I spoke to him last week. He moved from New York. I want him to share his story. He's a all full-on Palangi. What was he doing in a little corner of the world called Kahuku High School? And he was there in the 60s. Might even be earlier than that. But anyway, I want to talk to these elderly people. I'm sorry, John, for calling you elderly, but Michael Payton, band director, all out Palangi. What was he doing at Kahuku High School in the 50s and the 60s? Dr. Mark Slechta, love Kahuku football. He's been the doctor of Kahuku football, I think, from late 60s. He can talk about so many. We used to go to Laie, to his clinic, to Mark Slechta clinic. He used to be in Haula when I was in the 70s, when I was young. Then he moved it to Laie, but you used to go there and you see, it's like going to a museum. You see all these pictures of the 1940s and 50s on the wall of Kahuku history, especially sports and especially football. And he can tell stories. You know, there's one of the most well-known quarterback of Kahuku, Matsuda, Kendo Matsuda. Full-on Japanese. You know, he was the man, and he can talk about that in his days. You know, I really want to get these very important people, you know, to talk about Kahuku. There's a lot already nowadays because of social media that we can read anything about Kahuku every day, you know, and update it with different things. But there are things in the 40s, 50s, 60s, up to the 70s that I don't want people to forget. You know, I really want to bring it in so people can see the history of Kahuku. You know, I was saddened when we lost. You know, our only loss was to Materday. Materday High School is the #1 school in the nation. And Kahuku football this year lost to them. And they beat St. John Bosco, which was the #1 school last year in the nation. We beat them this year. But man, we lost to Mililani. And before we lost to Mililani, we were in the top 5 in the nation. And you know what? That was a big loss for us. We made a few mistakes. If we didn't lose that, I think today we'll be in the top 5. But you know, every year it comes. You know, we came back and beat Mililani for the state championship this year, last week. But you know, that's how the story goes. But for a little tiny high school to be competing with this out top of the nation, we're talking about tens and thousands of high schools here in the USA. And that's what we're talking about. And Kahuku is among them. You know, our little high school, there is about 1,200 students, give and take, from 9th grade to 12th grade. And we are talking about high schools. There is Castle that is about 3,000 or more Kamehameha, Mililani. We're talking about schools that are 3 times bigger than us. We are a public school, a poor little school in the North Shore of Oahu. When I was coaching in 2000, when they had that film, they came over, and there's a longer version that is not on this clip. We had no lockers. Our locker room was this old classroom nearby the football field. And we have just everybody bring their own box, paper box, and put their soda bags in their helmet there. That's all is needed. Just have your little space. And I'm talking players who were in the NFL that went to the Super Bowl. I'm talking this team I'm talking about, the 2000. We're talking about Chris Kemoeatu, played for Pittsburgh. I think he got 2 Super Bowl rings. We're talking about Aaron Francisco. When Baltimore played with Pittsburgh for the Super Bowl, I'm not sure what year it was. It might have been 2006, 2007, somewhere around there. When they played, 2 of my captains, Chris Kemoeatu and Aaron Francisco, were playing one another in the Super Bowl. And they were teammates for Kahuku High School, state champion 2000. So you see, that is the unique thing about this little school. And we have a unique community. Like his Malositeo said on the little film that you saw, we just do things differently in this community. I like the way he put it, the way we eat. Remember, in Laie, that's where the Polynesian Cultural Center is at, which means they bring Polynesians to work in these villages. They call them chief, the Samoan chief, the Tongan chief, the Maori chief, Tahitian chief, Hawaii chief, of course, is there, and what culture might be? Fijian chief. They bring the main 6 Polynesian islands, and they add on Marshall Island and stuff. But they bring these people, and families come over, and because it's a LTS community, all of their families come over to Laie. So Kahuku High School, honestly, is like a Polynesian high school. And that's why it's unique, it's different. And then at BYU University, oh my gosh, from Asia, from Europe, from every part of the world comes there. They have their culture night. We'll just do everything different. If you follow Kahuku High School, the way they do the graduation, what they're performing there, it's different. You just need to see it. Just Google Kahuku High School graduation, you're going to see it. It's different from any graduation. We have a song fest. We have a cheer fest. We have all kind of activities. Our May Day, which is a Hawaiian thing where we celebrate your own culture. It was created for Hawaii. But that is huge. That is like a show, a floor show that is unreal with people those are kids who perform it. But remember, we got professional dancers in these different cultures at the Polynesian Culture Center, which is one of the top tourist attractions here in the U.S., #1 in Hawaii. And I'm sorry if I sound like I'm bragging about my community. But you know, you just have to know it is what it is. And we just do things differently. We speak so many different languages in high school. The Tongans speak Tongans, the Samoans speak some. I know it happens here, but mostly Spanish and a few other languages here in the mainland. In Hawaii, in Kahuku, the Fijian is jamming in Fiji, and Tahitian there, and Maori, Hawaii, and it is unique. We brought them together with the pride of their culture. It helped develop these young people to be who they are. We come from a poor community, and these things that I'm sharing, man, if only my people were here in the audience live, they would love to call in and share. I want to it will take time. This year, I probably won't have this program next week because I'm going to be physically in Hawaii. And in order to have it, I need to get the studio open up in Hawaii. I could, but and then I'll be back. And I probably won't be back to Hawaii for another year. Or maybe sooner. Yeah, I think then I'll be back in Hawaii maybe in March. Yeah. But what I'm saying is I need to slowly put together this program. Like my Tongan family, my newer family, they already know. When I have a program, they know. I just don't have the connection to share this live program to to the families, my Kahuku family. If I could, and to know what will be covered here, what will be for this program. The Kahuku Connection Radio, I need to, the Kahuku Connection Radio basically is a live stream. It's just to talk about your memories or your connection to this great community. Whether you're an alumni or grew up there or man, there was one time that a lot of our Tongan people, Hawaii was the stepping stone to come from Samoa, Fiji, or Tonga to Laie, even from New Zealand, Maori. And then from there, they come to the mainland. Of course, right now, there's far more people in the mainland. So a lot of the families just come straight from the island to the mainland. But in the 50s and 60s and 70s, 80s, up to the 90s, it's almost like 80% or more come through Hawaii. I was blessed to have been to grow up in Hawaii in the 70s up until a couple of years ago. For 50 plus years, I was able to get to know a little bit about families that came over from the islands to Hawaii, stop over before coming to the mainland. So many families could have been in Kahuku High School, but they moved here before they were of age. I can give you a few. in my Tongan community, there's some key people that this generation knows that grew up in Laie. Vice Kahema, Elder Vice Kahema now, who's serving in the General 70s, went to Laie Elementary. Of course, he's the first Tongan NFL player and many, many other things that he accomplished. He's a Laie boy. Kalani Sitake, who's the head coach of BYU right now, went to Laie Elementary, raised in Laie. I think he was born and raised in Laie before he moved here. TVA, Reno Mai. I'm just naming in my Tongan community some of the key figures that people know of. But they grew up in Laie. For Reno, her parents, her dad, Sateki, came over from Tonga to Samoa. Oh, he was an athlete in Samoana High School, I think, or I don't want to say the wrong high school, but I think that's where he went. But anyway, he came to Laie. We play rugby there. Reno's mom went to school in Kahuku. And so many other great people that I can name, that they came through Laie. There's something, that living in Hawaii is the closest to being in the island. But to live in Laie, Ha'ula Kahuku, it's even moving. Remember, we're in the North Shore, in the bushes, far from Honolulu. It's like driving to Tonga or Samoa or Fiji. Talk about bringing the island to USA in a way. That's little community. We don't have many people. When I was the head coach for 10 years there, like I said, little over 1,000 students. And like any other school, there'll be more girls than boys. So even if it was 1,000, 600 plus would be girls. 300 plus will be boys. So when we have the trials for the football team, the JV and the varsity, there's over 100 plus try out for JV, 100 plus try out for varsity. So if you have 200 plus trying out for football out of 300 plus, the rest who don't come out, they're either in the band, and I'll talk about Pride of the North Shore. It wasn't the football that bring that name to make Kahuku well known. No. It was the band. It was Michael Payton. I would like to have Michael Payton here to talk about, so I can host him, and I will. Unfortunately, I know I won't be able to do it next week, unless it would be way too much for me to try to do it for one show. So what date is that next week? Next week, Saturday. Oh, yes, this is December. So December, this is December 2nd. So December 9, I probably cannot. Oh my gosh. December 16, I cannot. December 23rd, it's 2 days before Christmas. Maybe I can. But, people are busy. people are preparing for Christmas. So it might not be. And of course, when we go to January 6th, so I guess I won't be able until mid-January. But at least I think I got it now. I like Kahuku connection. Whatever your connection to Kahuku, to Hawaii, I think that's what the show about. But especially my Kahuku alumni. Teachers, people went there to talk about the history, talk about their year. I can talk about my high school, my 4 years in Kahuku, 74 to 78. Because I know, few years before that, and almost every year after that. I came back to work in Kahuku for 33 years before I retired as a math teacher from Kahuku. So, my whole life was around on campus. Yeah, I worked there for 33 years. I went to school there for 4 years. So for 37 years, it's about 38 years, I'm on campus, on Kahuku grounds. Almost 40 years, I'm on campus. So all my life, pretty much, is in this high school. That's why it's only right that I do a program, Kahuku Connection. I will welcome people who talk about anything they're connected to Kahuku, anything. And I'll have people who talk about their sweet memories of Kahuku, what happened when they went to Kahuku. I'll have guests to come on here, and I'll work on, 24, wow. It's a good assignment for me. For me to work together, to put together this, this Kahuku Connection dream of mine of wanting to share the beautiful thing. Especially guys like me that move out of the community, I miss the community, so I need to create something that will talk about the community, So I thank you all for coming on board, because I really, really want to build this to be something unique about Kahuku, and I look forward for this in the future. So thank you so much for those of you who joined me. I'll play you again the Kahuku alma mater by this young man, and then I'll see you guys early next year. Yeah, here we go. In old Kahuku stands our alma mater, where the salt winds blow day after day, with her doors flung wide for her sons and daughters true, while the flag of freedom proudly waves above. Hail Kahuku, hail our alma mater, hail to our colors.